Hello chat, for the second time today. Like I said this morning, if I had time tonight, we would be here. Gonna be a bit quieter, you know, we'll be a bit more chill than the day stream because, well, people are home now. Like my neighbours are home, I don't want to disturb them too much. But it's just talking. But I decided I could, so I will. We're in Ultima Full, where we left off this morning. Well, this afternoon. My throat is currently plaguing me because I just ate. Hopefully it's not too bad. It's kind of nice doing a night stream because maybe some of my oceanic friends that haven't been able to watch will finally get to stop by and say hello. It is almost 5 PM in Australia, so it could happen. Especially to finish Endwalker, that'd be nice. Give them a little bit of something that they've been missing. I didn't even leave here. I basically logged onto my main and just went and raided. We killed P80s, by the way. I finally killed it as a gunbreaker. It only took me the whole tier because I haven't raided in 4 months. Also got this literally the week before patch. But it's for top, so I still need it. I'll just have to remember not to sell it. Hopefully no one tries to make me too excited tonight. You know, I'm just here to chill, quiet night, play. In like 2 hours, I'll have to turn the power on because at 9 PM I get a free hour of power. So that's a must. And if needed, I can boost my microphone volume, but it should be okay. I don't generally yell that much in my regular streams anyway. This is the calm in voice. Oh yeah, for those, because we're streaming at a different time, for those that haven't watched my MSQ stream, I am skipping anything that I have to read. We only watch voice cutscenes. Basically just to save time. Make it so the MSQ doesn't last 6 months. Ultima 4 honestly shouldn't take that long. Just hope that the queues are rather nice to us. They're in the potential scary part. Because we are on NA. And it is very much very early morning there. So there's a good chance obviously for the trial, that the queues might be terrible. Test of will. Who's Will? Because I'm not like gonna be trying to be that entertaining during the stream, there might be some long pauses of no voice. But like I said, it's a quiet one. It suits the zone though. But it does say in the title that it's a quiet stream, so... And I don't want to waste all my energy because I've been up all... Gotta save some for the crying.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Giga Chad.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you? So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Oh, Stinian has fought a lot of dragons.
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind. Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life.
A dear friend.
There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Estinian!
Have a good time,
Stay
Estinian.
back! I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way.
I love this music.
The rest is up to you.
Beach.
No! Not Estinian too!
There's a wind. He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Stop crying, you'll make me cry.
Oh, Alphino.
We've got a long road to go.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
I do like when Estinian sacrifices, he becomes Eighth Occurrence. It's pretty cool. Don't think I'm gonna go around collecting them though. Even though the Ultima 4 ones are pretty easy to get. That is after stream content. Wind. Honestly, I think this final part of Endwalker is gonna go pretty quick. There's a lot at the end though. The end of the walk. He did it. He skipped the cutscene. Thank God for microphone mute. Yeah, sometimes you eat stuff and suddenly your throat just wants to die. All I had was chicken and rice. Crazy. The abode of the air. If any random people come into the stream, they're gonna be like, man, this is the most boring stream ever, but yes. True. This isn't the entertaining stream of the day. This is the quiet, respectful stream. Hail, travellers. And go up here because I know there's an aether current. Might as well. We'll grab it. So I believe I should beat Endwalker main story, like the base, tonight. That'll basically be all the stream is. I think tomorrow I can do 6-1. Shouldn't be that hard to beat 6-1. Which actually sets me up nicely because over the weekend I could do Pandemonium. And then on Monday, before the server goes down for 24 hours, I might have time to do 6-2 and 6-3. Which would actually be perfect. And then obviously next week there's a lot of gaming. I've got to finish the story on 2 characters. I might take like the Wednesday for me, Tuesday for others off and do the story on my own. And then play through it again on this character on the stream. Maybe. Depends. Depends how much I want to stream in the next 2 weeks, because raid's going to be a lot. And then we got the trial to do. Gonna need at least 5 kills on both my characters. It's funny, I thought my ult was unprepared, but someone has just started the ult today. They're boosting though, so they'll probably be past me in no time. Story skip and level skip. As long as everyone's prepared. She had no luck. Roach teen yet? Nope. One day. Alright, time to feast upon this ether. Who knows, you know, maybe this nice relaxing stream will be the catalyst. People will be like, man, that's the best stream I've ever seen. Imagine. Yes, we had our fill of ether. Nothing. Where knowledge leads. It's funny, I've been streaming for just over 25 minutes. Like less than half an hour, and we're almost halfway through Ultima Full. Crazy. It is a quick zone, especially without the reading. I just didn't have time to do it earlier because of raid. But that is okay. We make provisions. I believe there's an Aether current around here somewhere. Let's grab it. There's also a rank over there. Just chilling. There's one north as well. Guess we can grab that. Hopefully it's not under the A rank. Imagine. And there she is. I actually really like this zone when the music's just chill. Plus it means you can hear me, because once the music starts singing, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Urionji, what have you got to say? Man, still no voiced. I thought it was, that one. Basically, Urionji just tells us he's gonna, you know... He's gonna off with him. Alright, time to give the A a 2 for the price of 1.
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
We are too dumb.
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world.
We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
Yes, don't tell us how long we have left to live.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated.
Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter onto an eternal ice age.
Sounds great.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it.
Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost.
At least humanity hasn't hit that point yet. Like, we know eventually that maybe a heat death of the universe will happen. But here we are, still trucking.
No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir.
Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture.
Yeah, I mean, if their life didn't have meaning, why are they leaving words behind?
Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish.
If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
Dude, I wish I could, like in real life, right? I wish I could be ignorant to everything. That'd be so good. Imagine the life you'd have. So happy all the time.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Hell yeah.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all.
But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
They're going a bit toasty. Burnt toasty.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Riange.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
Two for the price of one.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
Hello, Meteon.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn, alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris.
Just don't be born.
To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Funny, I do actually feel tired. I'm pretty sure I can get to the end, but I'm gonna be a mess. I shall be a mess. At least I don't have to read. Ooh. Okay, so we got two the I think there's two up at the Omicrons. Nothing to worry about right now though. I got a lot to do over the weekend to prepare for next patch. I gotta get this mount on my main. I have to do Pandemonium raid on this. Find a crafter. So much. We'll get it done though. Because I'm finishing this now, I won't have to stream over the weekend at least. Double down. It's funny, double down does so little damage on this character. Like, because I just finished getting my bis on my main. Double down does like 3 times the damage. They have arrived. Alright. Don't really need to run that far, I don't know why. I always mount there. The 2 other times I've been here. Overweave. Shame. As much as I want to go grab that, it's not like I'm gonna get flying until after the story anyway. If I end up beside them, I'll do it. God, what a pretty zone. It's a shame you can only experience things once for the first time. I mean, you know, there are outside factors that could affect that, but hopefully never have to deal with them. Having a memory too good, you know, I can't forget it. Hope not found. I believe that's the name of this quest. People are trying to summon Chi. Not like I can join in on that. Fine, I'll deal with this. One tick. Thank you. Get that one too? Like I said, if I end up beside them, I'll do it. Can I avoid this guy? Yes. Mate. Why you turn around for?
Well, I'm out of ideas.
As am I. Operating such consoles is trying enough, but if we can't even activate it...
Perhaps there is a way. First, consider the world that has been recreated here. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons. As you've doubtless surmised, I believe this was the homeworld of Omega.
Yes.
Sid built a jamming device to defeat it, a device which generated massive bursts of lightning, its sole weakness.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
As a matter of fact, I am. Ask yourselves this. Why would an entity as puissant as Omega not be designed to suppress the effects of lightning?
Because it relies upon it, or something akin to it, as a source of energy.
My thoughts exactly. And there is a good chance the same is true of the Omicrons and their devices. So, shall I cast caution to the wind and try something reckless and dramatic?
Go for it. Or I could use my custom-made Omega Jammer. Jammer. Not Drama. What? It's a debate, though.
You still have it! Sid and Nero's legendary device which brought low the superweapon Omega. Wait. The actual device was much too big to lug around, so you must only have the control module. And there I was getting all excited.
Sorry, mate.
Never mind. An old-fashioned spell will suffice.
It worked!
Opening connection to Communications Module 1. Connection established. Transmission. Strategic Matrix Sigma 1 now online. As the primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir.
Yes, sir.
Checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state. End transmission. Closing connection.
Wait! We have questions for you! Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
Reply. The Extended Operations Unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments. All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with set guidelines. In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting query.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection.
there anything you can tell us? Have there been any abnormalities, like a threat to the star or widespread unrest?
Reply. Negative. All citizens continue to operate at maximum efficiency. If your operations are suboptimal, please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply. End transmission. Closing connection.
See you later, sir.
I could activate it again, but I doubt it would be productive. What do you think?
If all the Omicrons really were running as efficiently as it claimed, then I doubt they were hoping for life here to end. As this Sir told us, there just haven't been any new instructions, and everyone is standing by.
Should be standing by at any rate. If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them. I propose we take another look around, and also try to find the operations unit.
Let's do that. Man, I'm so chill. Just cause I'm like quiet stream mode. I'm so relaxed. I'm actually feeling like I should go to sleep. I sometimes watch other streamers that don't yell and get hyper. It's pretty nice to go to sleep with, right? Leave me alone. This should be out of aggro range, yeah. It's like, you know, the stream in the morning, the raid, the workout. I've used all my energy for the day. So now we just get a nice chill end of Endwalker. And the bad part is that chicken and rice that keeps making my throat gross. By the way, if there's anyone out there watching that has never used an air fryer, without an air fryer, I don't feel like I can cook that well. With an air fryer, holy dude, it's a whole new world. Feel like an adult for once. Like I can put things in the oven, right? But it's about it. I don't remember there being an aeroprite up here. Yeah. We're close approaching the tears portion of the game. And given how tired I am, I think it might happen. Tear Walker. What is your query? I do not have one. I skip. Hello world. I've never done Hello World as a mechanic. I didn't prog the Omega raids. Other than like Freeman in them. We're getting there. I have to look for a anomaly. Any anomalies? It looks like an anomaly to me. Objection. I hate this part. Tissues at the ready.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It was my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function. His body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused. I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Our kind did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies.
Like us. Woo.
Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star. But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator. We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme.
They're basically Daleks.
We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal?
Boring.
To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy are spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That is impossible. In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost.
You know, sometimes I feel like that. I just wake up and I'm like, I have no aspirations. Even though I do. Just feel like it sometimes.
Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them,
Before I make you cry,
I want you to make me a promise. Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
you say it, I'll do it. You bastard.
Is that so? In that case, I won't hold back.
Just hold back a little bit.
First, I want to visit Ishgard with you. Properly. We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible. I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will. If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before? Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly.
My eyes are starting to water. Help.
What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self.
True, he was a tower, man.
And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Were you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not prescribe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I cannot. We cannot.
Just do it.
We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unalike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink, of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
At least I didn't have to hear stand tall.
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end!
Forge 8. How high is my music volume? Not very. The end of Endwalker is still pain. Did I get this? Yes. Man. I think I'm just gonna not mount. Enjoy it. Play it like we played it the first time through. We'll go this one first. The innumerable lights that shine in the distance. I think that they all could have birthed civilizations. To think that everything they built has gone to dust. Their peoples lost to despair. Of the stars floating in the sea of midnight. Ours is a lonely aberration. And yet, no matter how many worlds, have met their ends, with you and Alizé beside me, there is nothing I fear. No ocean so vast I cannot cross. Reading this, it's like I'm trying to make myself cry. Why would I do such a thing? Why would I read these? Those broken stars I see, shattered, ruptured, unraveled. I wonder if they're also worlds recreated at their ends. The sight of them fills me with a sorrow I cannot describe, and a truth I cannot deny. That she cannot deny. Birth and death, whence we came and where we'll return. A wheel from which there is no escape. I learned extremely quickly how emotional reading these things would make me the first time through. Let's do it again, I guess. Bankrupt would scout the road ahead. Yustola and Urianger would trade opinions on esoteric subjects. Graha would join in their discussion, or else chat with me and Alizé about the mission. Estinian would be at the rear, apart yet present. All the while you would come and go, wherever you are needed, and together we would travel. I'm doing okay. All I can hear are my footfalls. It's the song. My heartbeat. It's so much quieter now. But the fact we can breathe and continue on is proof that the others are still with us. They are. They are, aren't they? We are but strong. Now I know why the end of Endwalker destroyed me. Because I'm stupid. And I decided to read all the dialogue. Portal is barely visible from up here. Truly we've come far. Much farther than would have been possible had we kept chasing perfect ideals as we did in the past. You did, Alphino. I've never been chasing perfection. It is because we have known failure and frustration that we have learned and grown from them. That Hydaelyn has entrusted us with this mission, with the fate of the very star. It's all a dream, isn't it? A long, elaborate dream. Any moment now I'll wake up in my bed, though a student. Grandfather alive. I'd go on about my day, relieved as the fragments of that other life fade away. And that would be happiness, wouldn't it? That none of it? No. I won't give up these experiences, good or bad. They are mine. They are me. Just gonna take a moment. The umbral winds look nice here. Rest assured, I am fine. Same Alphino, clearly. But thank you for your concern. What of yourself? Though we can't afford to be too leisurely, neither need we rush unduly. We've crossed an impossible distance to stand where we are now. And we're but a few steps away from journey's end. It will be over before we know it. I hope so. Because I need to talk to your sister now and Me? I always still have plenty legs left in me. Don't you worry, it's you I'm worried about. Just a video game character. You always push yourself so hard for us, for everyone. And while we're here, we'll make sure to bear our share of the burden. That one always gets me. Every time I read that one, because I love making myself suffer. Oh, man. Don't mind me just taking my time. I don't want to rush it. Because if I go faster, I cry. We'll get there. Well, this is it. The end of the path and the beginning of whatever awaits. There will be greater hardships. We may be made to feel powerless. Yet come what may, let us have no regrets. No. Let us have pride in what we have achieved. In what we achieved and how it changed us for the better. That's worth fighting for and dying for, as they did. There are some structures up ahead. Still a ways to go before we reach the dead sun. Given all this, I know how naive it must sound to hope it all works out somehow. Still, you'll forgive me if I wish for it all the same. And for you most of all. She kills me every time, dude. Not that you of all people need it. It's just after all the help you've given me. For once, I want to be the one to help you. We're gonna need my eyes not crying right now, because there's a whole lot more. That was it's my favorite sound though, so anytime I have to read from her, it's all over. It's over before it began. This is almost. Normal. Hello, Meteon. How you doing? You doing good? Of course I've caught you. You're right here. You can't get away. Even so, I can easily unmake you. You're not alone. Alright, Meteon, I'll see you around. I'm just gonna do the saddest quest in the game. Don't worry about me. Hello? Nothing here. Worst part about getting emotional is when your nose starts running. I don't like it. I know I can mount here, but I prefer not to. Like the little footsteps. If anyone can hear me, say something. It's like when you're streaming. If anyone can hear me, say something. So quiet at the edge of the universe. I wonder how it really would be. If you went to the edge of the universe, I wonder if it would be quiet. Might be a difficult task, but I am willing to give it a go. If we get the technology, I'm down. I just love the silence. It's especially nice when you're here alone. Like there's no one else here, right? I'm doing this MSQ quest by myself, basically. When I was here on my main, there were so many people running around because it was week 1. But this is how it should be. Alright, twins, time to try to make me cry.
Did you find anything?
No, this place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary. There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
For another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteon seen.
Could it be? Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out. Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
Promise your parents I'd keep you safe. You just want to go kill yourself?
I know. I know. But if there is a chance this will work, then I would take it. For everyone, and for myself. I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain. You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others.
True.
But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time.
He must have watched me play WoW back in the day.
As your friend, I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
Then why suggest such a thing? It's too much to ask of anyone, even her. Why must she be the one? Why must she fight alone? More than a hero. She's a dear friend. Not only to us, but to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet... And yet...
Alize, I have an idea.
Ah, man. That Alizé makes me sad.
Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave her a new one. For instance, a path where she finds happiness at journey's end. This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair. So please, believe in us too, and press on. Thank you. What are you?
If the plan's decided, then let's not dally.
Ah. Shitty weeb game.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't entirely deserted, is it? You are here. You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters, as did they share their own grim findings with you. Overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars, some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends. Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Fear. I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream. It
Almost
can do
hit her.
nothing to alter my flow. You spoke with the Aya, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe. It's true. The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift. to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger. We rise, fall, and rise again.
Pair of twins.
Don't worry about us. You must take the next step, and all the rest after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually worried about. Those steps are hard. Hard steps to take. Earlier, in Old Charlian,
Please, please, oh, please let them all be safe.
I love how unconcerned everyone is. When Cryo has a headache, they're like, eh.
Cryo? Are you all right?
She's like the most important person there.
It's nothing. Just a headache.
If she has a random headache, it's probably a bad sign.
They'll be fine. I know they will.
Karen.
Apologies for the interruption. A man arrived on the last ferry, an associate of the Scions. He wishes to speak with you at once.
As soon as I heard the footsteps the first time, I was like, that's Xenos. What are you doing there? Like, you can just tell, no one else walks like that. In the city devoid of life, you sense the presence of another. Sorrow of a thousand worlds weighs heavy. And yet, you can walk on.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
Do not despair. You are not without allies.
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
I do like how they space these pretty much perfectly.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price.
Like, you can just keep walking, as long as you can.
And we for our part are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
I'm sure there's many people who stopped during this walk.
Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
I know I did the first time.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen.
Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home. I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
Edmund's a pretty rough one now.
Strong art thou, mortal.
Look to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Alright. Adbert. Let us be about it. Let's finish this. We are one. It has to be done. We have to say it together.
Here the path ends. There is no way to reach our nest.
Oh, we made it up.
I told you. Resignation and acceptance reign in this place.
Jesus.
The rejection of life by those who came to curse it.
Someone's sliding furniture around.
Those whose dreams were unfulfilled. Whose prayers were unheard. Whose labors were unrewarded. Hope cannot deliver you unto hopelessness. Our refuge is beyond you. Always has it been. Such is the nature of this place. You should have remained on Atheris.
I couldn't, that would have been too boring.
Struggle will avail you not, nor will it grant your comrades peace. Come, let me relieve you of your burden. You have suffered enough.
No. Maybe I can relieve you of yours.
Azim's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
How do we make peace with
That's why it's too soon for this to end.
There are so many people in the world.
You must triumph.
Drink of calamity and drown in... Be safe, all of you, and come back.
I am ever grateful. I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know.
After all these years,
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
And Godspeed.
Perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
I won't forsake our cause. Welcome back.
I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes.
Bet you feel real silly.
And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
Oh, come now. It's been a gripping tale. Unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice, sprinkled with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. It's got it all. I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls. But I won't say no to a bit part.
What are you?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious?
I like that line.
Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore. That being said, we do have a score to settle. So here I am, Vinar. I suppose you needed me to tie it all together, these frayed threads of our history. But knowing you, I suspect there's a joke in it too. Oh yes, I can imagine you gloating over my forgetfulness. Were I feeling charitable, I might assume you had left room for the possibility of this outcome. Even so, you'll get no applause from me. A single gesture will not lighten the burden I've had to bear. Still, you must be commended. Our methods would not have brought mankind this far.
Thanks, Eamon. I appreciate it.
And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration. You will not end our journey. That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Atheris, past and present.
As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please. Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path.
What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal.
Ours is the wisdom to weave the fabric of reality. Ours is the power to create.
Flowers are nice.
Meteon, though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more. A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Elpis blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair. In case the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight. So go on. Call them back to your side.
Rise once more, my friends. Goodbye, Heidelin.
May you ever walk in the light.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
You'll find a way regardless.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it, and see that we all return to Etheris.
Aye. As soon as we've averted the final days.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
You made a lovely bridge.
Come, my friends. Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
Can't say it. That's disgusting.
Can you hear me? The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting, hurting. End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
The way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
You're leaving?
Of course. The encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Heideling's magic. But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost. But though you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible.
Yes, yes.
Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star. See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall. Only then may it rise again, and a new tale begin, with new parts for all to play.
Then he goes and spoils the rest of the game.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Frickin' backseater.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World, the sacred sites of the forgotten people of the South Sea Isles. What about Mericidia, the southern continent? Do you know aught of its present state of affairs?
No, but I wish to go.
I thought not. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. All of which is to say, expand your horizons, go forth and seek discovery. Some of the civilizations in the reflections will surprise you. As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much. I certainly did.
Crystal user. That was mine.
I pray we meet again. If not in this life, then perhaps another.
I hope so too.
Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
Oh, don't be that way.
Emmett loves us. He knows it. goodbye forever. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the future. Even if it's 20 years down the line. And let's pick up the final quest. Oh my god, this place is so much better without like 20,000 people standing around when you get here. Now to see if the queues are actually viable. Because this is a level 90 dungeon. But, you know, people aren't running it a lot. It is old now. I guess I can always do the trust though. I am going to be right back. What's that guy doing? I don't even know. RPing something. But I'll be back momentarily. I'm gonna take a leak and turn the things on that I need to turn on, and then we'll get going. Alright, that's all taken care of. See if we can actually queue into the dungeon or if we'll have to use the trust. It would be nice to be able to do it with people. Less than 5 minutes. We'll see. Could alternatively make a party finder as well, but it's okay. I'll run around and grab the Aether currents while we're here waiting. The big one will of course be the trial, because if I can get into the dungeon, I want to do the trial right after it. I don't want to have to wait so long. But this is very much not American prime time. This is basically like playing Oceanic at 10 in the morning. Rude. I do love the Dead Ends as a dungeon though. I think it's my favourite dungeon in the game. Where this thing at? Is it over there? Yeah. I was one early. Nice. None of my US friends are around either. So can't be like, hey, let's go. I mean, there's people in my state that are apparently online, but don't want to disturb them just in case. They got their own shit to deal with. East. Depending on queues and everything, I don't remember how long all this stuff takes, but I'm pretty sure it's a long time. This stream will be longer than the regular stream I did this morning. That's okay. Wherefore art thou, Aether? Right there. That's our last one we need to collect, and we just got to do the 4 quests. I'm willing to give this queue until like 10 minutes. If it doesn't happen within that, then I'll run back over there and take the trust through, at least then it'll be done. I like this gear, but it's kind of making me feel like I should do the role quest so I can dye it. Having dyeable gear definitely cooler. Less than 5 minutes, bullshit. If I felt like I could have gone through it tomorrow rather, before raid, I would have just done it then, but we've already been streaming for 2 hours 20 minutes, so the likelihood is we wouldn't have been able to. Well, if I can make it back there before the queue pops, then we'll do it with the trust. And it would be like the 3 last dungeons that we've done with trust. Because one of them law friendly. One of them because it was early morning and the queues were bad. Now this one, because that's really morning. And the queues are extremely bad. Hopefully a situation that will be fixed in time, you know. Once we get that user base back up. Obviously this isn't my normal stream time now, so a little bit. But it is wonders. I think I'm gonna make it back there. Because I need to be there to sign up for the dungeon. Alright, I'll give it another minute 30. And if it hits 10 minutes, we will do the trust. Be a bit slower, but hey, what are you gonna do? Going slower is better than not going at all. Also, my fridge is very loud. I can just hear it. Shouldn't be able to hear my fridge. It's an old fart though. "20 seconds. Okay. Trust it is. We should take Graham. Take the crew.
So you are finally here, in this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then. Follow me down into the darkest depths of despair.
At least once I get to the dungeons at current pitch, like 6263, the queues will go a bit faster because they're expert dungeons. The problem with level 90 is that literally no one does it right now.
Once upon a time,
Nice portrait.
there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out.
I love this dungeon though.
The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
I think it's really good. Let me stun it for you. I especially think the first boss is really good. Because it caused a lot of issues. Healers not knowing how to press the sooner and stuff like that. Good times. My favourite part about the trust system is that it's available. Like if you don't want to be sitting in long queues at dumb times of the day, it's there for you. It's nice.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
Yep, COVID, you know. It's another reason I love this dungeon, it's so relevant to life. I love when I'm like mashing my keys. Sometimes I will look at my OBS and just see my camera shake around. I think it's a nice aesthetic. Where's he going? Doesn't even care about me. I should probably finish this off. Good.
You underestimate me!
Now because of high conceit timing, I actually used my AoE rotation today in PADs. Just to get a cartridge. And in the analysis it's like, you used your AoE on one target, that's wrong. Now I could have actually...
Those who lived and festered. Those who died and decayed.
I could have gotten the regular combo off, though I didn't need to, but I wasn't sure on the timing. Because I had never done that fight as a gunbreaker. Today was the first time. Definitely wiped to this boss the first time I ever did it.
You underestimate me!
Don't leave me.
I have you now.
I think all three of the bosses in this dungeon are good.
I have you now.
As long as your healers don't die. Wow, 4K. Holy. That was a whoopsies.
I have you now.
It's not even that much slower than a regular kill. For that boss.
And the very last of them wished they had never been born at all.
You know, the trash is slower, obviously. But boss? Not so much.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the self-same lives it had saved.
Classic. I think I could probably pull 2 paints. I just don't want to push the AI too hard. You know how it is.
You cannot stop us!
Hell yeah. Alizé, you should LB. But it's fun.
There.
I'm looking forward to having new content come out next week. Obviously I've had fun playing through Endwalker again. Shadowbringers was great. But man, new content is just...
Its people sought ever
hopefully
greater
it's good.
freedoms no matter the cost.
It ain't be good. I feel like people would be really upset if the new patch wasn't good. Considering I mean, people are upset anyway. That's what people are. My pinky's getting sore from holding shift. The problem with AoEing. The longer you have to AoE because the trusts don't do it. The sorer the pinky
They
gets.
tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
There.
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 There. The Alphino and Graha having a deer battle. I was like, that was a wicked, dude.
If I may.
See if I can get a Fendon ring or something. Nope.
Allow me.
Classic LB opener. My favorite opener. Save Bloodthirst for No Mercy.
Hold still.
Holding still.
Hold still.
Okay.
You underestimate me. You underestimate me.
I wonder. Gaming dodge. Ugh. Alright, it was on me.
You cannot stop us.
It was kind of fun. Just giving Alphino something to do. You know how it is.
There.
I thought when they bring this boss into the game it was like the coolest dungeon boss because it's so active.
There.
I do like very active dungeon bosses. Making me have to admit. Hey,
And when one asked, what is the point?
we got
There
one.
were none left to answer.
Also relevant to today's world. This not so much.
Farther still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
I don't think there's a beautiful golden world here. Maybe.
There. You cannot stop us.
There. Right there.
There.
Yeah. Why did I bring these two? All they're doing is saying there. Someone, quickly, say dear.
what its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
You know, it kind of sucks, but I might have to miss out on doing the trial tonight. Which is a bit awful. Because I did want to be done by 10. And, it's like 9:30. Gotta wake up tomorrow. Maybe I'll queue up for it, see how long the queue is. Doesn't matter. Not my first playthrough. If it was, then I'd care more. I think just getting into the trial puts me in a pretty good spot though, if that's where I have to call it. Like I said, if I queue up and it pops fast, then I'll do it. Even though it will probably add like another hour and a half onto the story. We've done like 6 hours of stream today though, all up. So I'm not even sure I could have made it through all of it within my regular stream time. If I didn't have raid tomorrow, definitely, but I do. Although 3 hours from tomorrow kind of sets us up nicely if we start at the trial.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts.
I don't even know if they're close enough.
Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful.
Fucking sprint. I really wanted that GCD.
Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
Alright.
If I may.
Well. Now I know what happens if you get hit by that. It's first time for everything.
If I may.
It's my spot. Alizé. Rude. Oh, okay. At least Alpha knows what Alpha knows where his Asuna is. It's very handy.
Something special for you.
Nice. And suddenly, dark mode. Alright. Now, question. Do we get the bird? No. I don't even get anything because I already have one. Unlucky. I will keep them. Sell those. Alright. Let's do the cutscene at the very least, even if the trial doesn't happen.
That you still stand. Your determination defies all reason. The souls within me writhe and recoil in your presence. What must I do? What pain must I visit upon you to make you surrender to despair?
No one is unbreakable. What pains one may weather may bring another to tears. But therein lies our strength. For when we fall, our brothers and sisters are there to raise us up, again and again, without end.
You tell her.
I see. But no matter how much hope exists, ever will there be more despair.
Way too dank.
Ever will the living cast the present and lament the future. So shall we sing until life ceases to be.
And the first time I saw this, I was like, holy shit, that's a Final Fantasy boss. Like, for real.
Seven hells.
On your guard.
The rage. It rises. Rises.
Planet.
Stop! Calm yourself, please.
We die in pain. We die in suffering. Who are you to live? Who are you to hope?
Hold on, my friends.
Oriange, watch out!
Alphino!
We cannot comprehend. We cannot know. We cannot know.
Why is she shouting? Is she streamer?
Don't, please! Don't do this to them! To yourself!
Just one good strike.
Stop! Please stop!
We will not suffer alone. All will know our pain.
No, you don't!
Simp mode. Raha.
All awash in ice, a frozen waste, forever silent.
I'm a press this button. I'll see you soon. This cutscene's pretty good still. It's not the best, but it's good.
You gifted them escape and rendered yourself powerless. Bereft of the synergy you claim is your strength. Unless you need to call upon the dead once more.
Nope. Just you versus me.
Defiant to the last. But you will be one with us ere long. You will be battered and torn and made to crawl. You will weep and wail and curse your impotence. Curse your life as it fades. As we did, as we died. Such pain and sorrow we felt. Such anguish and rage. We tried. We tried. But it was no use. Only when we surrendered did we find release. Only when we embraced death. So join us in despair and embrace yours.
Knock, knock.
My ultimatum. What is happening?
I won't lie to you. From the first, I felt like Xenos was gonna save us after that Shaolin cutscene. Even the first playthrough, I'm like, he's gonna show up here somehow. And then he did.
At the end of everything, I find you, my friend. I sought something in you once, as you did in me.
No.
When at last I understood what it was, I journeyed to Sharlayan to seek you out. Struck a bargain with the woman who shares your gift. In exchange for lending the Scions my aid, I was given the means to come hither. Gorging upon what remained of the Mother Crystal, I reclaimed the form of the dragon. And, hungry still for our reunion, I rode the light of the stars to you. I take it this is your prey. But why does it still live? Surely it is no match for you. I assumed you would be above something so banal as despair. Am I?
Whoops. If it comes to it, I won't save you.
I care not. What I desire of you isn't succor. It is satisfaction. So come! Let us dispense with this distraction, you and I!
Raiden Xenos is still up there.
Struggle in vain. You will not silence our song of oblivion.
Like, this is still a really epic moment, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. Tomorrow, though. That's a good place to start tomorrow. You're doing okay down there, Xenos. We're gonna be flying for a while, mate. Like 12 hours. There are two reasons. It's nearly 10 PM and I'm tired. And there's still like an hour and a half of stuff to do. And two, the queue would be pretty long. But tomorrow I'll get it done. I'm not the first person to stop right here. Blue balls. But anyway, I'm going to get going. I'll be back tomorrow regular time. We will finish Endwalker tomorrow. It will 100% happen. Funny Girl looks good over here. Probably just gonna log out here, honestly. I don't know if I'll log in here, but we'll see. This is where we'll start tomorrow. So see you for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good night or day depending on where you are in the world. I'll see you when I see you.